evaluate the limit if it exists. We've got the limit as x approaches -2 of x squared minus 2x over x squared minus 4. Now here, if we plug in -2, -2 squared is 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So that's not part of the domain. But we can go ahead and see if we can simplify anything here. And those do look factorable. In the numerator, we can pull out a common factor of x. So that'll be x times x minus 2. And that'll all be over x plus 2 times x minus 2. And we see that we have a common factor of x minus 2 that we can cancel out. So this becomes the limit as x approaches -2 of x over x plus 2. And we still actually can't use direct substitution, because if we plug in -2 in the denominator, that gives us a denominator of 0. So in this case, what we need to do is we need to make a table of values and see what happens as x approaches -2. So we've got x and then x over x plus 2. If we want to approach -2, we could have -2.1, -2.01, -2.001. That's approaching from the left-hand side. We could also have -1.9, -1.99, and -1.999. And I'm truly just plugging these into a calculator. For -2.1, I get 21 as an output. For -2.01, I end up with 201 as an output. For -2.001, I get 2001 as an output. And it looks like these values are growing towards infinity, which is looking like maybe our limit's going to be positive infinity. But then let's take a look at the other side. When x is -1.9, when we plug that in, we end up with -19. And then when we have -1.99, that gives us -199. And then for -1.999, we end up with -1,999. So the left-handed limit looks like it is approaching infinity, but the right-handed limit looks like it's approaching -infinity. And because the right and left-handed limits don't match, that means that the limit does not exist. So this problem was a little bit more involved than the others, but I wanted to include it here because they're not always just going to simplify really quick and you just plug something in and you're good to go. There are always going to be situations where we need to make a table of values or look at things in a different way to figure out what's going on. And there will be situations where the limit doesn't exist. So it's important to always make any move very thoughtfully.